Gamers can burn as many calories as 1,000 sit-ups in a 2-hour session? Hot damn! Alright, 2 hours of Call of Duty, I'm gonna smash this 120 minutes, and by the end of it, I'm gonna be so big, and I'm gonna be so jacked. That was 2 flippin' hours of Call of Duty, and all I've learned is that I suck at Call of Duty. Damn 14-year-olds. So I'm a little bit a-hole here. Thank you very much for joining me on this terrific day, and I hope you are having a terrific day too. Just a quick side note to say that there is some brand new stock on simon.bigcartel.com if you would like to support the channel and get yourself a stupid t-shirt, especially one with Gerald the fitness mascot, which is not a rip-off of Jurassic Park. I don't care what the lawyers said. And yeah, look, today we are basically taking 2 of my pastimes, especially here on YouTube, and we're pushing them together because as I was browsing the internet, I read this amazing story which said gamers can burn as many calories as 1,000 sit-ups in a 2-hour session. So straight away, like, oh my gosh, I can finally play my Xbox or my PlayStation or my Nintendo Switch, and I can burn some calories. I'm never going to the gym again, and hey, give me that pizza. I'm going to have a great time. Now, there's always caveats with this kind of thing, and of course, much like this video you are watching, the title has been done in a way for you to raise your eyebrow and be like, wait a minute, how the hell am I going to burn calories playing video games? When of course the stereotype, unless you're playing the Nintendo Wii back in the day, is that you just sit on a sofa and you do this with your fingers. And look, that's gonna burn some calories because you're still wiggling your fingers. That takes energy, but come on now, doesn't it sound a little bit ridiculous? And as ever, the answer is yes. But we shall go to the article, which of course is based on a new study. It's always based on a new study. I know I sound like a broken record, but don't forget you can find a study to prove anything the hell you want, be it for or against. That's just how the world works. And it says a new study has revealed how many calories people can burn during a fairly hectic gaming session. While you might think playing video games is a fairly sedentary hobby, it can shred the calories when you're particularly focused, committed, and jacked in. Esports platform Stakester discovered gamers can burn up to 420 calories over 2 hours, which according to them is the same as doing 1,000 sit-ups. Looks like you can just pick up the controller to get that summer body. So straight away we have planted the seeds, but where we have veered off in a crazy direction is by saying it's time for you to get a summer body by playing games, because it's going to depend on a lot of factors. It's going to depend on how much you weigh, it's going to depend on what you're actually doing, it's going to depend on how much muscle you have. I mean, we could do this all day, but if you just go about your daily life doing daily life things, on average, and again, the average doesn't make any sense, but we'll just go with it because it's a good number, is that you burn around 45 calories every single hour. The number here was 420 calories over 2 hours, but this does mean that, again, if you do literally nothing and you're just existing, you are going to be burning around about 90 calories every 2 hours. Let's just call it 100 for the sake of my brain. That then takes this down to 320 calories of gaming. So essentially, you playing the game or doing the gaming, whatever you want to call it, is pushing you up to 320 calories, and that's not that bad. I mean, comparing it to 1,000 sit-ups to me seems absolutely bonkers. I don't know where the hell they have got that kind of information. There's also another caveat to this, which is Tom Ferry, CEO and founder of Stakester, said in a statement, "We all know that competition increases our heart rate, and most of us have experienced the gaming sweat that happens when you're searching for a last-minute goal in FIFA or in a tight spot in Warzone. It's no surprise this burns calories, but we are surprised to see just how many it burned during a 2-hour session. It certainly beats doing 1,000 sit-ups." And if you're wondering how they carried out this study, the people at Stakester hooked a bunch of gamers up to a heart rate monitor and made them play FIFA and Warzone, which can be 2 very intense and stressful games when you're invested in winning. The researchers managed to work out an average calorie burn rate of 210 per hour. So straight away you see how this is all coming together. It's not the act of you sitting there and playing a game that is burning this calories. So if you're going to do it this afternoon and you're going to play, I don't know, Tetris, you sitting there and playing Tetris for 2 hours and just enjoying yourself is not going to burn anywhere close to the calories they are putting out there. However, if you are in a stressful situation and your adrenaline's going crazy and you're in fight or flight mode, then sure, all of a sudden your complete approach to this is going to be completely different. You're probably going to be holding the controller a bit harder. You're probably going to moving your body around a bit more. You're probably going to start to sweat, and you're probably going to start to push your body to a point where it kind of feels like you're doing exercise. Now, I want to make it very clear at this stage, I love video games. I think video games are flipping brilliant, and in no world should there need to be this thing, oh, you can't play video games because it makes you a fat ass, whatever the stereotype is. No, it doesn't. You can go to the gym and you can be fit and you can play video video games. There is no mutual exclusive things here, so I want to get out of the way because that's not what I'm trying to get at all. And let's not pretend that's not why they didn't do the study. They wanted to go, ha ha, see, we told you. But to try and pretend that most people are going to be in this situation when they are playing games is absolutely stupid. We are talking about pro gamers here. And don't forget, I'm sure that this is probably in a situation where they are in competition mode. Maybe they were doing it in front of some fans. Maybe they were doing it in front of a crowd, which again is just going to push your body a little bit harder because you're going to be nervous. And when you're nervous, things start to happen where you do start to burn more calories. Only a tiny little bit, but it's all going to add up to this complete total. And where things go off the rails is when you get things like, this dispels the long thought idea that gaming results in poor health. However, it's up to the individual gamer on whether they choose decent food for that 2-hour-long battle session. That's exactly it. I don't understand why these things all of a sudden get thrown into the same basket. Of course, if you sit there, and even if you have the most intense 2 hours of gaming ever, but you're also sticking Skittles and, I don't know, cheese into your mouth, it's going to make no difference. And also comparing it to sit-ups is ridiculous, because I very much doubt you're going to be able to work your core or strengthen your core in the same way as if you actually did 1,000 sit-ups. I mean, nobody wants to do 1,000 sit-ups. I don't know why you are doing 1,000 sit-ups. There's no need to do 1,000 sit-ups, but that's the point. It's not a like-for-like thing. It's just, there is, again, it's another stereotype. People think doing sit-ups gets you abs, so they use that as this general kind of marker that people go, oh my gosh, I don't want to do sit-ups, but I want to have six-packs. Maybe I can get it by playing games. There's no connection here. To be honest, it's all very, very strange. There was also another study that we'll throw in there where it said, interestingly, Aussie researchers discovered gamers are 21% more likely to have healthier body weights compared to the average population. The Queensland University of Technology did a survey last year of 1,400 gamers from 75 countries. They also found people who enjoy video games drank alcohol and smoked less than the general population. I mean, this is just pulling at straws now. I'm sure you can find gamers that smoke and drink. I'm sure you can find gamers that smoke and don't drink. But ultimately, the big headline here is that you should not be using gaming for trying to lose weight. That's absolutely insane. You should be using gaming to relax, or you should be using gaming to become a professional gamer, or whatever the hell you want to do, be social with friends and so on and so forth. This is like the people that go to the gym and lift weights thinking that's going to burn a bunch of fat because they just don't want to do cardio. Look, you do whatever the hell you want. But for me, that's crazy. If you're trying to, activate your muscles, yes, do weight training. If you're trying to lose fat and get rid of weight that way, do cardio. Yeah, it's all quite good sometimes to put these things into boxes because you stop it getting so confusing. And this one, especially to me, is just like a fish on a hook. You just get them out the sea and you try and trick them. I do want to end though by saying that it is good to challenge the idea that every single gamer is morbidly obese or they can't go to the gym. I've been playing games since I was basically a fetus. I mean, before I started going to the gym, I basically started going to the gym when I was 16, but I've been playing games since I was 6 years old. I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. How the hell am I doing this? No, that's not realistic at all. You just do the things that you enjoy. What's the difference between going to the gym and watching TV, going to the gym and reading a book, going to the gym and listening to music, going to the gym and playing games? What you do in your hobby time and what you do in your pastimes and what you do when you're trying to enjoy yourself doesn't affect you going to the gym or doing a boxing class or MMA class or whatever the hell you want to do. So really, actually, this comes down to stereotypical nonsense that people are still putting out there. It's like this idea that if you're a wrestling fan, you just sit in your mum's basement all the time. Are there wrestling fans out there that sit in their mum's basement? Of course there are, but I'm sure there's plenty of others from all walks of life. So always take these things with a pinch of salt. You're not going to burn 420 calories, whatever the hell the number was, by sitting down and playing Call of Duty every night. That's the message I wanted to dispel straight away, because some people, as ever, will read the headline, they read a couple of paragraphs, and they will totally believe that their nightly session of COD with a couple of friends is burning up to 500 calories, and that is not the case at all. This is why we should be educating people more about calories and nutrition, but I talk about that all the time, so I'm not going to talk about it again. And I get why they did it too. They get it because people think you're wasting your life, you're playing games, you want to be a pro gamer. But fuck those people. That's right, I said it. Screw them. It doesn't matter what they think. You should be doing things that you enjoy. And if anything, if you are well into lifting weights and going to the gym, and gaming is a way you find to relax yourself, well, that's good for your body as well, because you need to get yourself into a relaxed position and make sure you're resting and recovery in order to build those muscles even bigger. And if gaming is the way to do that, then hell yeah, man. I say you should do it double of what you're doing now, but also you still need to get in your 1,000 sit-ups. This is not an either or. Now look, please do go in the comments below and let me know what you think about all of this. Do you like games? Do you not like games? Maybe you think games are full of fat-ass people. I mean, you're completely wrong, but I'd be interested in your opinion. Also do it because it helps the algorithm. And right now, man, I need some help from YouTube. It does not like me. Please also like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Click the bell, ding ding, so you know when other videos are going live. There is another video on the screen. Give it a click. Like I say, brand new merchandise, simon@bigcartel.com. You can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/simon316. Come say hello on Twitter and Instagram, simon316. I'm in Greg Doucette's new cookbook. All the information is in the link below, including a code where you can get some money off. But otherwise, I appreciate you taking the time to stop in, and I'll see you on the next one.